was a really gross way to say it. I mean, I wasn't going to say anything until you said it, and then, okay, well, we're here. We're going to talk about this. So.
Yeah.
All right, man. Well, first and foremost, brother, Happy New Year, JV.
What's up, homie? I appreciate that, man. Let's hope big things in 2024, right?
Big things are going to be popping. I believe it. I believe it, man. What's good, man? Anything new?
Not really, dude. Let's see. 50 Flies are getting ready to release our song Devil here soon.
Let's go.
Then after that, we'll be following up with the music video at some point.
Oh, sweet. Let's go.
And we're just going to continue to release music every few months throughout the year. Is the plan.
I love it.
Yeah, I mean we got a few shows on the books. We're actually gonna be at a meet.
Actually,
the 12th.
Actually, go ahead and drop that news.
Oh,
thing, bro. Go ahead, and drop it one time. I got some big news coming out here.
Oh boy.
I got some big news coming to y'all, guys.
You got some? All right.
Team, get ready. The biggest names in the NC Rock music game are gearing up for a show right here in Concord, North Carolina, ladies and gentlemen. Amici's Pizza and Sports Bar, January 12th. If you are in the Charlotte metro area, or you want to travel for some great music, you definitely need to come out. JV,
yeah.
Where can the people find more information, my good sir?
That would be at 50flies.com.
50flies.com, baby. 50flies.com. Let's go.
Actually, let me double check that just to be sure. It's just 50flies.com.
Well, it's 50 Flies across all social media. It's 50 Flies everywhere.
Yeah.
Check it out.
50flies.com. 50flies.com will lead you all the socials. Merch store. You can get that fly shirt that Clyde's wearing right now, and I think about 4 or 5 other designs. Koozies. If somebody wants some wine glasses,
shot glasses too,
beer glasses, shot glasses, whatever, man. You can get on there and order all those. So, but yeah, Concord coming up. Then we're hitting High Point. We're doing a back-to-back show. We're going to High Point, then going to Asheville in April. And then we got another show in Greensboro in April as well. You can see all that on the band page.
Guys, so check it out. Welcome to this episode of Movie in a Pod. I am Clyde Smith.
And I am Javier Villalobos.
On this week's episode, we're discussing the trailers for ISS, Arthur the King, in our movie of the week, Aquaman in the Lost Kingdom. Jason Momoa is back, guys. All right, team. Happy New Year. Happy New Year. Happy New Year. Hope it was a good one last night. You rang in the bell. We got some trailers here for you. ISS and Arthur the King. Guys, we tell you each and every week, and we're continuing to get more people's eyes on our socials, and we appreciate it.
Yeah.
Share, like, and subscribe, guys. There is a link tree in our show notes. Click that. Look at all our socials. It helps us out. It helps you keep in contact with us. Guys, let us know all your thoughts and see our full reaction on our YouTube page, which you can also see on the link tree. Check it out. All right, team. We have ISS. According to IMDb, tensions flare in the near future aboard the International Space Station as a conflict breaks out on Earth. Really, the U.S. and Russian astronauts receive orders from the ground, take control of the station by any means necessary. JV,
Dang.
what are your thoughts on this, brother?
A very interesting concept I've never thought about. Right?
Right?
There are people that are not on Earth. Like at any given time, there's people up in the space station, right? So
Always.
they're just people not on Earth sometimes. Never thought about that.
What happens if something pops off here on Earth?
Yeah. Yeah, you got the guys hanging out up there. They're just doing their job. And now the planet's on fire. Yeah, I kind of thought it
Yeah,
was going to
man.
be more of a an alien movie when it first popped off. I was like, something was going to happen to the space station itself.
Yeah.
But an interesting turn that it was actually Earth that is the problem here.
I like that. I like
Yeah.
that actually, because we
Yeah.
got so many movies that happen in space and then like the team is having a good time and then an alien pops on board, i.e. the original
Right,
OG,
yeah.
the movie Alien. So
Yeah.
and then there was that movie Life with Ryan Reynolds and Jake Gyllenhaal in them. So there's been so many iterations of that. This is a conflict that we're dealing with here and the US and Russia where there's tensions, and they
Right.
turn that into a very small, tight space movie where they're all buddy buddy and friends, but now they have to be enemies because they still report to the U.S. and Russia respectively.
Yeah. Yeah.
This looks like it's going to be a good time, man. I think this is going to be a really good time of a movie, man. You got leading the way, Ariana DeBose, John Gallagher. It's a great cast, man.
Oh yeah.
It's a great cast. Chris Messina. Yeah.
Yeah, we're going to be in some tight quarters, and interesting to see how that fight plays out. Right? Is it like is it a brawl? Is it a smarts to smarts thing?
Yeah.
A little mix of both. Just curious, man. Yeah, it looks like a pretty cool. Pretty cool concept. I mean, not a cool
Yeah.
concept, but interesting concept, I guess I should say.
No, definitely both interesting and cool.
Yeah.
Like, this is a movie that will draw people in the theater to see, man. It looks beautiful.
Yep.
The CGI, the graphics, the look and feel of the movie looks absolutely awesome. Mixed with that tension.
Mm-hmm.
Definitely in the theater for this one. Guys, we're gonna throw this on our socials. This is ISS starring Ariana DeBose. Let us know your thoughts. All right, team. We got Arthur the King. An adventurer racer adopts a stray dog named Arthur to join him on an epic endurance race. I want to start by saying this, man. Mark Wahlberg is just one of those guys has been around and doing it since we were kids, and he's always been the type of actor who takes on different roles. Like, he doesn't stay in his wheelhouse, right? He's Marky Mark, but he takes his acting in so many different directions, man. And this is another layer that he's unpeeling. I think this is going to be a really feel good time of a movie for the whole family.
Agreed.
This is something that I would definitely like to see in theaters, man. This looks like I use the term fun, but just I have always been interested in those guys and those teams that like do these Iron Man competitions, and this looks like the most epic one.
Yeah.
Where
it's a lot. I mean, these guys
that's
are climbing mountains with their bikes, like not riding them, like just carrying them on their back.
They strapping the bike to their back and climbing the mountain.
The bike's riding them. The bike's riding them
Yes.
at some point during
Basically,
this thing. It's crazy.
yes. Good cast, man. Mark Wahlberg, Nathaniel, Natalie Emanuel, Simi Liu, Michael Landis, Ali Soleimani, Rob Collins. It's a good cast. I,
Yeah.
I, what I think though, man, is like Mark Wahlberg is in a time of his life where he is enjoying making. He's not chasing anything anymore. He's just enjoying making different movies.
Yeah.
Um, I also don't think he's like chasing Oscar roles, but like it just seems like every movie that he's doing nowadays, he does like a fun one, which is like the Apple TV joke where he was like the spy family
Yeah.
man or whatever. But then he had the one where he was a born again preacher, and now it's this. Like that's kind of, I wouldn't say they're Oscar bait type movies, but like I would consider them. You know what I mean? Like if
Yeah. He's able to read through and be like, yes, yes, no, 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 yes, no, yes,
Mhm.
no, and pick exactly what he wants to do. Right?
Exactly.
He ain't hurting for roles.
No, he is not. No, he's not at all, dude. So
Mm-mm.
like I said, this looks fun, man. This looks like a blast. Obviously, you got a cute, scraggly dog in this. Yeah. Arthur the King, guys. We're gonna throw this on our socials. Let us know your thoughts. All right, team. We got a new movie for you this week. That movie, Aquaman. Jason Momoa is
Mm.
back, team. Aquaman and the Lost Kingdom, the sequel. The movie was just released on Christmas. And this bad boy was directed by James Wan, written by James Wan, David Leslie Johnson McGoldrick. That's one person, team. Okay,
that is a man's name right there.
that's a man's name right
that
there.
is strong. We had
Also,
two.
wait. Also, Jason
Sorry.
Momoa and Thomas Possipet. So there was four writers, even though it sounds like 1,000.
We have a $250 million budget, and we've grossed $258.3 million. Starting this, we have Jason Momoa as Arthur Curry or Aquaman, Patrick Wilson as Orm, Amber Heard as Mira, Yahya Mateen as David Kane or Black Manta, Randall Park as Dr. Stephen Shin, Dolph Lundgren as Nereus, Tamara Morrison as Tom Curry, and Nicole Kidman as Atlanta.
Yes, sir. All right, brother. Go ahead and give us that quick synopsis so we can jump in here.
Aquaman has to defend Atlantis and his family from Manta, who has continued seeking revenge for his father's death from the first film. Arthur seeks the help of his half brother Orm in order to stop Mantis' evil plan of world destruction.
Yes, sir. All right, so let's hop in this one, man. So we got Arthur Curry, Aquaman, back, the half Atlantean, half human king of Atlantis. Um, where do we find this guy right now in this movie, man? What is he up to?
Being a dad,
Yeah,
he's got a small child. He's working as the king. You know, he's either with the son or he's a king. Um, basically just trying to figure it out, right? Like any other new dad, just trying to figure out his son and making sure he's happy and providing and working his day job.
yeah, man. I really like the maturation of this guy. If you think about it, you know, we catch him in the one scene in Batman versus Superman, but that's a found footage scene. So we just see him. And then we see
Yeah,
him in Justice League. And then we get to see him again in his own movie, right? Aquaman.
yeah,
And now we see him here. So the maturation process where he is married, he's got a kid, he is more enjoying his half human life than he is his half Atlantean life as the king, and it just shows, man. Like he wants to spend as much time with his kid and his dad as possible. Where like his wife Mira, it seems like she spends a lot of her time back in Atlantis.
Right.
Right. So I like where he is at, but he's also, he's happy at home, bored at work. Hey, he's basically all of us. You know what I mean?
Right. Yeah.
He's basically all of us right now, man. Falling asleep on the job and everything. I thought like those scenes were hilarious. I love the product placement also, like drinking the Guinness with his dad. It was just like, okay, here we go. Good job, Warner Brothers. We got you. Did you get a deal with Guinness? We see it here, man.
I think Momoa has one.
Yeah, exactly.
Dude loves some Guinness.
Yeah, so
we see him grow from like just being a drunk and not caring about nothing to really grounded, I guess. Just trying to do better, right?
Yeah.
Do better for himself.
Like he gained a North Star with becoming king and then having this amazing woman in his life who, birthed a child for him and everything. So yeah, he's a different man, and I do love. You're right. You do love that maturation process, right? I also want to know like where he was at in the Flash movie, that cameo at the end where he was drunk as hell. Was just like he's a young dad, but like he just was out with Barry wilding out, or was this even before that? You know what I mean? Like I'm interested to see where that is. We'll never get to know, but that's beside the point, though. Moving forward here, we got Patrick Wilson as Orm Marius, Arthur's Atlantean half brother and former king of Atlantis, who is stripped of his title as Ocean Master and is imprisoned. I like Patrick Wilson. Like I like looking at him. He's a fantastic actor. He just kind of gives you some extra layer of himself every time that he performs. Either it being like in the scary Conjuring movies that he does, or some action adventure movie like this, right?
Yeah.
He just gives it, and I love his performance here. Where as there's a straight man, and that's Patrick Wilson, and then there's like and then there's Jason Momoa, who plays the funny guy, who plays the comic relief, right? Who just does it. But like Wilson is like, dude, buckle up, man. We're in here. We're in a fight. Like stay focused. There's no games with this guy ever, man. And he played that to a T. Because like Wilson, he wants to have fun. Like he is that guy. He's actually pretty hilarious, but because he had to like refrain himself from doing that, made his role here even more awesome.
Yeah, because like the funny from him was more of a the I don't know guy, right? Like kind of learning about the land and the food and all that stuff. What was the other one? Running. That was great.
Yeah.
So yeah, he gets to just kind of play dumbfounded guy who's kind of learning and able to make you laugh that way.
Still a badass though across the board. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Like Orm ain't nobody to mess with. Definitely enjoyed these two together.
He is better at pretty much everything than Arthur.
Really is.
Like,
so, yes.
Like even on land, like I said, when they were running, that's in my head because I remember seeing him like in a scene where it's real far away, and I was like, "What's he doing with his arms? Why is his arms back like that?" And then it goes to the next scene, and it explains to him that, and then he takes off running. And he's faster than Arthur.
It's just fantastic writing in a movie right there, right? Where they drop something on you, and then a few minutes later there's a payoff. Like I love that.
yeah, and he's immediately faster on land too. So just good. It was really good.
But then like the brotherly love, right? The brotherly hate and the love between these two. because
Yeah.
they are half brothers. Orm did try to have him killed in the first movie a couple times.
Yeah,
You know what I mean?
brother stuff,
So
I guess.
exactly, big brother, little brother. So whatever. Um, but they have to work together in this movie, and that's where like the heartbeat of this movie is, man. Is that those two have to get together as brothers and figure this out, solve this, save the day,
Yeah.
kick butt and take names, man. And that's where a lot of the heart comes from. That's where a lot of the comedy comes from between these two. That's something I just really thoroughly enjoyed, man. In a smaller role this movie, but she is still back. We have Amber Heard as Mira, the Queen of Atlantis, Arthur's wife and mother of their child, Arthur Jr., and King Nereus' daughter, who can control water. Really taken back as far as her role in this, but still at the same exact time, man. She complements Arthur so well in this movie,
Yeah.
and that's his North Star, right? His wife, his kid. What he's doing is trying to make them proud and do good for them to have a better future, man. And you can
Yeah.
see that through his actions because of her. So definitely appreciated that. And also, she saved his life one time in the movie. She was there.
Actually,
I appreciated that
yeah,
of her character.
yeah, and it was enough, like you said, of her just being there to appreciate the role,
Yeah.
uh, not not to take over, you know. So that was good.
All right, team. We have Yahya Abdul Mateen II back as David Kane / Black Manta, a ruthless pirate and high seas mercenary who uses an Atlantean armored suit and wields a powerful black trident in this movie, looking to kill Arthur and his family for revenge of his own father. Uh, JV, this Black Manta in this movie, more of
Mm-hmm.
a badass. Talk to me, man.
Oh yeah, yeah. I mean, the first one he was just kind of there, um, just the means of a difficulty, right, for them in the first movie.
Yeah.
In this one, he's really causing some havoc in the world, and he just he's nothing but evil in this one. Like the first one, he was kind of funny a little bit, and he
Mm-hmm.
kind of had a um he was on a journey to get his weapons and get this and that or the other. And this one, he's kind of he stumbles upon that trident early, so the whole movie he's just powerful, and there's like
Yeah.
there is no funny to him in this one. He was straight just evil.
Yeah. Evil, ruthless, like solely focused on his one mission to kill Arthur and his family. Like
Yeah.
that's it. That's what I'm about. I'm standing on business right here, and that business is killing Arthur and his entire crew, his entire family,
Oh yeah.
everything that he loves. He wants to burn it all down. It's interesting. He kept on saying, "I want to burn it all down." Atlantis is underwater. I'm just saying it's going to be a little difficult, right? But
I
that's
mean,
neither here or there.
yeah, yeah. you know, uh, got nothing for that.
but to compliment uh David Kane, Black Manta, on his adventure to avenge his father is Randall Park, Dr.
hmm
Stephen Chin, marine biologist obsessed with finding Atlantis, who works for Black Manta. Like, I love Randall Park and anything Randall Park does. No matter
Same,
what
same.
comic book universe that he's in, no matter if he's punching Keanu Reeves, I do not
Yeah,
care. This man is fantastic across the board.
yeah. He's
And
really good at that personality switch in his characters he plays,
Mhm.
because he's still funny, right? Like he's still got a certain delivery about him,
Yeah.
even when he's trying to be serious. That kind of just makes you want to
Yeah.
smile a little
Like
bit.
I don't think he's like he doesn't he's one of those guys who like you can under you see Jason Momoa and he says something or does something and it is funny. Just
Yeah,
absolute hilarious. Randall Park, he doesn't try. He doesn't try at all. It's effortless to make people
nope.
laugh when you're Randall Park, and he does that in his role. He does that in this role here, where
Yeah,
it's just like the one scene where when they first right before they find the Black Trident, and Black Manta's like, "That's good. Everything is melting away," and Randall Park's David
right.
Shin is like, actually, that's actually not good at all for the planet. You know what I mean? Like, I don't know about your theater, but my theater erupted in
Yeah,
laughter, Javi, right? Because just
yeah.
the way he delivered that was fantastic.
And he also says they're talking about going under the water in there too. He's like, "Yeah, let's go. Yeah, that's where the monster is. Okay, we're gonna go down there."
yeah, yeah, yeah. Yeah, just
Yeah,
fantastic,
it's
man. But like his obsession with wanting to be more famous and discover Atlantis and bring it to the world, bring it back to like the Earth world on the surface
yeah,
world, as they say in the movie, is is so blinding him to the evils what Black Manta is doing until it's too late.
right,
You know what I mean? That's kind of his thing. So he's actually one of the best characters in the movie where his motivations are very simple, easy to
right.
understand, and you kind of agree with him because hell, what doctor, what scientist has never been in that position where they want to be the first to discover something, but you got to
Yeah,
do a little bit of evil. You got to get down with a little bit of Doctor Evil to do it. So like his character was so believable because even at one
mm-hmm.
point he was like, if I wanted to go, would you let me go?
Yeah,
And I mean, good luck out there, you know.
yeah, yeah.
So I
Well,
thoroughly
he was
enjoyed
also
his character,
the
man.
yeah. I mean, he was also the one that we it was basically laughed about last week's episode. Where we talked about the guy who started it all, right?
Oh yeah, 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 yeah.
Um, yeah, I mean, he's the one that made the weapons work and made the sub
Mm-hmm.
work and was basically the genius behind everything that happened.
Oh yeah.
So yeah, we got one of those
And
guys again.
but then he had a change of heart. You know what I mean? These come
Yeah,
on,
exactly.
Javi. It's 2024. Come on, man. These guys give him a second
We-
chance, Javi.
oh, yeah, yeah. Um, but yeah, Run the Park, man, it just nails the funny, even when he's just not trying to be funny. I always love seeing him.
Agreed. Agreed, man. Moving forward here, we got Dolph Lundgren back as Nereus, the king of Expel and Mira's father. Tamora Morrison as Tom Curry, Arthur's father, who works as a lighthouse keeper, holding down that lighthouse, baby. Is what he does.
Mm-hmm.
And Nicole Kidman as Atlanta, Arthur and Orm's mother and former queen of Atlantis here. So we got some good characters coming through as well that I thoroughly enjoyed, man. One humongous shout out actually is Martin Short. Martin Short
Mm.
voices Kingfish, the role of the pirate haven called the Sunken Citadel. Um,
Yeah.
he started talking, and I'm like, wait, that's my man. That's my man from Only Murders in the Building right there, Martin Short. That was a dope addition, man. Like
yeah.
I love listening to hearing Marty Short speak, man. Just fantastic. So all right, man. So this movie itself uh sets music, look, feel about this sequel, man. Talk to me.
Yeah, I mean, obviously, this whole thing is green screen or blue screen, whichever one they used. other
Yeah.
than like the house, right?
Hmm.
We're in this house, and it's super tiny. You know, it's just a little house on the rocks there next to the lighthouse. And I'm watching this, and I see like when we're in it to begin with, right? It's just Tom Curry there living, and then now it's Tom and Arthur and the baby. So now there's like motorcycles in the living room, and it looks like a
Yeah.
garage at this point,
Yep.
right? It looks more of a garage than a house, which was funny when I was watching that. And then then we got the ocean, which is big. Atlantis always looks really awesome. It's been looking really awesome since they started showing it in the first movie.
Yeah.
Um, I mean, everything else was pretty cool. I mean, you got the forest with all the big bugs and stuff. That was pretty crazy. That was probably my favorite uh, part of the movie as far as the scenes and
Yeah.
stuff was like the big plants and the giant animals. Uh, but I mean, pretty typical CGI movie. You know.
Yeah. Yeah. The thing I like, man, is like they could have made this movie, this one and the first one, and hell, even the scene in Justice League, they could have made it look really crappy
Mm-hmm.
because there's scenes in Justice League that do look crappy, but they make Atlantis as believable that there's actually people living under there as possible, man.
Yeah.
I, like the details is what it's about, man. The flowing hair underwater, the
Mm-hmm.
bubbles, all these beautiful details that are in here, man. It was just good to be back. Like after watching, and it's this is actually under sad pretenses, but watching, you know, Black Panther: Wakanda Forever and being back into the world of Wakanda, even though it was
Yeah.
under sad pretenses, it was still a good feeling to be back in that world. I felt the same here, man. I felt the same
Yeah.
thing here where like this is world building and we've actually got to see a lot more of Atlantis here, a lot more of the council and how things work. He's on the throne now, his daily duties
Right.
and everything. I I thought it was really cool, man. James Wan is a terrific director, comes from a horror background, and was able to use his skills in horror, use his skills from what he learned by doing the seventh Fast and the Furious movie, and just created a beautiful follow up world here with the Lost Kingdom. Also, we got to see so
Agreed.
many different locations. I loved it because
Yeah.
this is like a James Bond type movie where you go from beautiful location to beautiful location to beautiful location, right? And the good guys are like whipping ass along the way and like taking names.
Yeah.
I thought that was really cool and
Yeah,
killed
that
it.
was definitely the best part of the movie was moving around. Uh, I agree. Not getting bored, right? Not getting bored
And
of this the same thing over and over.
yep. Yep, yep. And it was like somewhere in the Pacific, somewhere in the land. Like they
Yeah.
didn't make it cheesy, right? By like naming
Yeah.
the area of the ocean something, right? They just kept it very simple, makes it easy
Yeah.
for us to understand. It didn't take us out of the movie because they don't care where you're at. They just want you to see how gorgeous this VFX and everything looks. Fantastic job.
Oh yeah.
All right, man. Talk about a theme here. Uh the theme is brotherhood, man. Family. Um is what a big theme of this movie is, but it's also like doing what is right even when everybody is telling you no.
Yeah.
Like Arthur, like Orm even says it. Like Arthur makes the difficult choices, even in the face of everybody telling him no. And he has that because he has that rebel mentality. He has that like I have to do this no matter what because this is the right thing in my
Yeah.
heart.
And he
That's the theme I
also
got this.
it and he's also looking at it from Atlantis and the surface world point of view,
Exactly.
not just one
Exactly.
or the other.
I agree. Yeah, he definitely wants to bridge the gap. He's a man from both worlds, and I just think it's the right thing to do. And I thoroughly
Yeah.
love that as a theme of this movie. All right, team. So that's our conversation about Aquaman and the Lost Kingdom. JV, I know your boy is Jason Momoa. Give me your thoughts and ratings on this flick, brother.
Yeah, I wasn't sure how this one was gonna go. I kind of ghosted as much as I could on like any social media teases and things like that.
Same, yeah.
Um, I had to because you know how it sways, or it could go from this is the most horrible movie in the world to this is one of the best movies. So I went into it not knowing a whole lot about what was happening, and I was kind of surprised at like the enjoyment of the movie.
Yeah.
It's not the best movie ever made, but you know, I think like you said with Patrick Wilson and Jason Momoa being like on the same path this time instead of fighting against each other, it was a really fun brother uh, duo in this one, going back and forth off of each other, and just you know, Arthur treating Orm like a little brother. Right, that was
Yeah.
some of the best parts. You know, he's eating bugs and uh, you know he's telling him all this different stuff about the surface world. So I enjoyed that part. As far as like Black Manta and that character, you know, he was all right. Um, he didn't really give us much of a story this time. I think he kind of played that line out in the first one with the revenge for his father. Now it's still revenge for his father, but it's like it's just I'm trying to destroy the world now and everything.
Yeah.
You know, it grew from just going after Aquaman to now he wants to destroy everything. So you know that's whatever there. Um, but I'm gonna give this one 3 buckets of popcorn. It
Okay.
was a good watch. I'll check it out again. Like I said, it definitely had its ups and downs uh, throughout the movie.
Yeah.
What
Okay.
about you, man?
Yeah, dude. I went into this thinking that this was going to be an absolute crapshoot of a movie. I went into this thinking that cinema in 2023 was just not the best outside of like a handful of movies, and everything else was
Yeah.
basically like hot garbage. 2 buckets or less.
Right.
I mean, we got an Expendables 4, so
Greatest movie ever made.
greatest movie ever made here, man. So just the star power and the brothership of Arthur and Orm, the world building, the beautiful look of this film, man. I was thoroughly surprised leaving the theater, man. This one,
Yeah.
this one for me, man, as a follow up in the last DCEU installment, the final one, 15th and final, guys. This one, 4 buckets of popcorn, man. This was a
Okay,
this
let's
was
go.
this was a great movie.
It was
I
fun.
didn't.
It was
I
a good
don't
time.
need. I don't need The Dark Knight. You know what I mean? I don't need that type of follow up movie, right? But I also
Yeah.
don't need like Ant-Man and the Wasp. This was world building. This was like real emotional stakes on the line. This was, hey, I have an asshole baby brother, but let me bring him into the fold. Hey, I have this guy who literally wants to do nothing but kill me because I didn't save his father. Um, let me deal with him. Hey, I'm a father now. How do I deal with that?
Yeah.
And still be king, right? So there's a lot of weighty, meaty stuff here that no matter who you are, can take something and be like, that relates to my life. To me, man,
Right.
that's a good movie. That's a good comic book movie, man. That's what we want to see in our comic book heroes, is like how they are relatable to us as regular human being folk. And he hit every cylinder in this movie as a leading man. And I also love it that he got to help write this story. Jason Momoa for president is what I'm saying, man. 2024, guys.
Yeah. I think Randall Park had a lot to do with it too. I'm just gonna throw that out there.
Randall Park is the man. he did eventually save the day.
Yeah, I didn't think his role was gonna be that long. I honestly thought he was gonna, not make it out of that first scene. But
did you?
Same. Here we go.
And then, like, remember when they were finally getting to Necros, and it was like, why is Randall in the other submarine thing with the baby? Like, why, of all people, why is Stephen Shin doing that of all people? Like it was so.
Who knows?
So I hope a good payday for him. I hope a good notoriety for him, man. I do love Randall Park in this movie. Thank you for subscribing to this week's episode, talking through Aquaman and the Lost Kingdom. Next week, we'll be discussing the Blumhouse horror flick, Night Swim.
You can catch that in a theater near you.
Like always, I am Clyde Smith. You can find me across all socials as I am Clyde D. Smith.
I'm Javier Villalobos. You can find me across all socials at Mr. J8200.
Thanks, guys.
Appreciate it.
And keep swimming.